Here to Miami Grand Slam Day 2. Go through the lane assignments. After being in lane 1 for the first race, Anna Hall gets a really big head start this time around out there in lane 8.
Yeah, I like her in lane 8. She can open up those big strides and really see what she can do. This is Andranet Knight of Jamaica. She was second to Sid in the 400 hurdles, has run on 4x14s for Jamaica, so she is familiar with running good 400s.
And there's Shamir Little, who just missed out on the Olympic team, got gold in the 4x4. Some people thought because she tried to qualify in the 400 and the hurdles, maybe cost her.
And here is the woman that a lot of people, one of the greatest athletes on the track. She's 3 times a world record holder over 400-meter hurdles, and she really wants to do special things in the 400 as well, John. So I think this gives her the opportunity to get the practice that it takes to be great at 400 meters as well.
As we said, she's the second fastest American ever in the flat 400 behind Sonia Richards-Ross. In there to lane 2, we've got Sarah Carley, twice an Olympian for Australia. She was 5th over the hurdles in the opening race here of their series, their 2 events.
And rounding out the field, Cassandra Tate, now 34 years old, has been a staple of part of the 400 hurdles for a really long time. Tough lane draw for her, but she has a lot of experience.
That's a tight curve for everybody when they got to go around. Once around, no hurdles. I figure what? Give us 50 seconds. It'll be the 50 seconds of your day.
A bit of a long hold there, but they're away safely. Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone moving up on Shamir Little, already out on the outside. We're watching for this battle for second place perhaps, and Anna Hall has started quickly down the back straight. Shamir Little now really moving up on Andranet Knight as well, so Little's really getting into this. Sydney's got somebody to work off here, chasing Shamir Little, perhaps holding her through that first 200 meters. Maybe a little bit breezy down the back straight, and now the stagger starts to unwind. Anna Hall on the outside in 8. Right there with Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone, but when they come into the home straight, that's going to turn into a 3, 4, 5 meter lead. And away she goes now. The speed and the strength and the poise, gliding down the home straight. Others are fighting behind her. Hall's trying to hang on ahead of Andranet Knight. It's going to be Sydney to take it, 49.7, and Anna Hall gets second place. The gap here was small, whereas in the 400 meter hurdles, Andranet Knight had 3.5 tenths, which is more like sort of 3 meters or so. Here, look at the gap. Hall fought hard. There's Sydney away. Closest to the camera, Hall outleans, outdips Andranet Knight, but the gap not big enough. This time, it was only 12 hundredths of a second, so it means the Jamaican will take second place.
I think Sydney looked pretty comfortable the entire way. 49.69 like that. I mean, that's something that she can feel happy about. What I like about Sydney is that the running position that she sets up in is very, very good. Very good range to the back, very good range to the front. Hips right in front of her. Very stable. You can do a lot of things with that type of running form. And she does do a lot of things with that kind of running form.
There's the champ, Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone. And Sonia, every time I see, it's like you really want to see somebody push her and get a good race.
The women's 400-meter contest at the Miami Grand Slam on May 4, 2025, was a breathtaking spectacle, blending speed, endurance, and tactical brilliance in one of the meet's most anticipated showdowns. Following the earlier hurdles events, the athletes faced a demanding test of stamina and adaptability. The lane draw immediately shaped expectations. Anna Hall, who had previously started in lane 1, now took lane 8, granting her a wider curve to stretch out her long strides and monitor her rivals. The field around her featured an elite cast of global talents, ensuring that this race would captivate every spectator in the stadium. Among the top contenders stood Jamaica's Andranet Knight, a disciplined performer renowned for her experience in the 400 hurdles and 4x400 relay. Her reputation for steady pacing and sharp race intelligence made her a legitimate threat. Close behind was Shamir Little, an Olympic near-miss but a proven relay champion, seeking redemption and the chance to demonstrate her all-around ability in the flat 400. Veteran Cassandra Tate, aged 34, relied on her strategic insight and years of experience to stay competitive despite a challenging inside lane that demanded perfect execution on the opening bend. Yet the spotlight inevitably turned to Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone, the American sensation whose dominance in the 400-meter hurdles has reshaped modern track and field. Having already produced a world-leading 52.07 seconds over hurdles earlier in the day, she now faced the open 400, a true test of sustained speed and rhythm. Lined up in lane 3, McLaughlin-Levrone wasted no time asserting her authority, surging forward with calm precision. Her stride length, posture, and fluid motion reflected an athlete in complete control, effortlessly dictating the race's tempo. Down the back straight, the pursuit intensified. Hall powered through the stagger, Knight and Little exchanged surges, and the energy of the crowd swelled. Yet McLaughlin-Levrone looked untouchable. Her mechanics were near perfect, hips steady, transitions seamless, and her breathing measured. As they rounded the final curve, the stagger evened out, revealing her commanding lead. Down the home stretch, she accelerated with poise, her technique unwavering as others strained to keep pace. She crossed the finish in a sensational 49.69 seconds, dominating the field with remarkable ease. Hall battled valiantly for second, while Knight edged out Little for third in a tight finish. The performance was more than just a win. It was a statement of versatility and power, confirming McLaughlin-Levrone's unique mastery of both hurdled and flat 400-meter racing. Her ability to maintain form and composure under pressure once again highlighted why she stands among the sport's most extraordinary athletes. Behind her, the competition remained fierce. Alexis Holmes, Isabella, Nikisha Price, Stacey Williams, and Amber completed the top 8, each demonstrating their own blend of determination and technical skill. The race reflected the increasing depth of global women's sprinting, where fractions of a second separate triumph from heartbreak. For the fans, it was a thrilling display of precision and heart, an exhibition of how the world's best transform fatigue into momentum and pain into grace. McLaughlin-Levrone's commanding win also set the tone for the remainder of the Miami Grand Slam. With her benchmark time of 49.69, she raised the standard for every 400-meter specialist heading into the World Championships. The event itself continues to serve as a proving ground, a stage for athletes to experiment with pacing, sharpen race instincts, and gauge readiness for global contests. The energy in Miami was electric, and this 400-meter race stood out as a defining moment of the meet, reminding everyone why the sport continues to fascinate. In essence, Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone's performance in Miami was a masterclass in technical execution, strength, and mental fortitude. Her triumph not only clinched the Grand Slam title but further cemented her legacy as one of track and field's generational greats. Blending grace with unrelenting power, she offered a clear vision of what excellence looks like at full speed, an inspiration for fans, coaches, and rising athletes who witnessed the art of sprinting performed to perfection.